Yes, there are already Star Trek LEGO sets, but LEGO hasn't made them official yet. They're MOCs, fan creations so good, so carefully crafted, that it's hard to believe they're not on the shelves of a LEGO store. But the question is, which ones have the best chance of becoming reality? Today I'm bringing you 5 Star Trek MOCs that not only should become official, but look very close to becoming so. From the adorable BrickHeadz featuring the most iconic characters to ships that look like they came straight from the set. This is Legonomimus, and on this channel, we're passionate about bringing you the best of the LEGO universe before anyone else, future collaborations, leaks, and those fan-made ideas that could change the game. But tell me one thing, which of these 5 would be the first one you'd buy if it came out tomorrow? Don't answer yet. First, let me show you what might be the cutest of them all. Now then, let's start with the first one. Let's be honest, if you don't get excited by BrickHeadz versions of Kirk, Spock, Uhura, and company, you're probably watching the wrong channel. RetroBricks created this MOC of the 8 main Star Trek characters, and they did it with such attention to detail that you can almost hear the opening music when you see them lined up as if they're about to receive a Starfleet medal. Each one has their own display base, their exact colors, and even little gestures that reflect their unique personality, like their eyes, postures, and those subtle details that only true fans notice. The brilliance here is how they condensed such iconic features into such compact structures. Spock with his raised eyebrow, McCoy with his "I'm a doctor, not a Lego builder" expression, Scotty with his "I need more power" expression. It's pure gold for any fan. Even Sulu and Chekhov have that touch of charisma that made them unforgettable. And Uhura looks simply fantastic in her classic red uniform. Even Kirk has that air of leadership imprinted on his expression. And the best part, these BrickHeadz not only fit the official LEGO style, but they have the potential to attract new collectors and casual Trekkies alike. Can you imagine having them alongside Batman, The Mandalorian, or even Wall-E, a geeky multiverse of plastic, color, and nostalgia? Compact, recognizable, easy to produce, marketable, and made with love. LEGO, seriously, this set is ready. All that's missing is the official seal. This MOC is an interstellar gem. The USS Goldsmith doesn't exist in the official Star Trek canon, but honestly, yeah, it should. Designed by master builder Tim Goddard, this Overture-class ship is an elegant and moving tribute to Jerry Goldsmith, the legendary composer who scored the epic Starfleet saga. The number NCC1979 is no coincidence. It's the year the motion picture was released, where Goldsmith gave us that soundtrack that still gives us goosebumps today. On a design level, it's impeccable. The proportions are so finely tuned that you'd swear it came straight from the shipyards of Utopia Planitia. The frontal deflector glows translucent blue, the curved nacelles are oriented with surgical delicacy, and the entire silhouette exudes that blend of exploration and authority that defines the best Federation technology. And there are no unusual parts or impossible techniques. Everything is made with common bricks, well thought out and well assembled. That makes it an ideal candidate for an official set. You don't need to be an expert or have ultra-exclusive pieces to build it. You just need a love of Star Trek and some shelf space. LEGO, hear us out. This isn't just a MOC, it's a love letter to the exploration, intelligent design, and musical history of the saga. Make it real, please. Of all the ships in Star Trek, there's one that has more presence than many galactic capitals, the Klingon bird of prey. No argument there. And Kevin J. Walter's MOC takes it to the next level. How do we describe it? Imagine a cross between a space gargoyle and an angry falcon, all built with LEGO. That's what he's achieved. The wings are, without a doubt, the jewel of the structure. They can be placed in 3 positions: flight, combat, and landing, just like we saw in The Search for Spock or The Undiscovered Country. The mechanism isn't just aesthetic, it's functional, and it's made with a pivot system so well thought out it's scary. Literally. On top of that, everything is assembled with available parts, with nothing custom. Walter didn't just think about design, he thought about realism for fan builders. The shape of the fuselage, with its rounded cockpit, maintains exact proportions to the studio model used on screen. The forward disruptor cannons are perfectly integrated, and the opaque green color, sometimes avoided by LEGO due to its difficulty in production, shines brightly here without the need for ambient light. And if you look closely, even the landing gear is hidden with engineering that would make a Romulan smile, even if they deny it. It's a ship that commands respect. One that should not only be in the official collection, but could mark the beginning of a whole line of Klingon Empire ship sets. Because if you're going to represent the Klingons, let's do it big, right? LEGO, if you're listening, shape this thing. Come with its manual, its box, and hopefully a mini wharf with a batleth included. Ever dreamed of sitting in the captain's chair and shouting "Red Alert"? Well, This MOC by Eric Drouin is the closest thing you'll get to experiencing that without entering a holodeck simulation. This bridge is a detailed, almost ceremonial reconstruction of the iconic command center of the original Enterprise. And the best part, all in LEGO. And not just any LEGO, well thought out LEGO, with logic, proportions, and Trekkie soul in every brick. The design accurately reproduces the semicircular layout of the bridge, the captain's chair in the center, the control panels surrounding it, and Uhura's console that looks ready to intercept enemy transmissions. Even the colors are carefully crafted. The deep red of the seats, the technical gray of the floor, the touches of yellow and blue on the panels. Pure love for the original series. What's surprising is how Eric has packed so much detail into such a compact space. Each workstation has its own console, its own screens. There's even room to pose minifigs of the leading officers. Imagine assembling this set and recreating your favorite scenes. Captain, we've detected a temporal anomaly. And you there am fitting pieces together with Vulcan logic. Plus, it's a set that invites you to play, to tell stories. It's not just a static model, it's an adventure set. And you know what? There's no official LEGO set that does this for Star Trek. This should be the first. LEGO, you're taking too long. This bridge is waiting for its official baptism in the catalogs. When it comes to Star Trek and LEGO, there's one ship that can never be missed. The USS Enterprise, NCC 1701A, the original, the legend, the symbol of exploration, human ingenuity, and now, thanks to James Dart, also a MOC that looks like it's straight out of the cinematic universe. And we're not exaggerating. This model has something magical. You see it, and a mix of nostalgia and wonder is triggered. The shape is impeccable. The upper deck with its soft curves, the secondary section with its blue-tinted deflector, and the perfectly aligned curved nacelles. Every proportion is carefully crafted to the millimeter. It feels like you're looking at a studio model, only made of LEGO. And yes, with pieces you could have in your collection. James Dart managed to capture that delicate balance between scale, detail, and playability. The model's base even allows it to be displayed as if it were floating dry over an orbital shipyard. And the colors? Off-white, with hints of blue and metallic gray, just like in the movies. Even the NCC-1701-A recorder appears clearly thanks to advanced construction techniques. But beyond the technical design, what's moving is its spirit. This Enterprise isn't just a ship. It's a declaration of love to the history of science fiction, to the fans who grew up imagining journeys beyond the stars, and to the builders who dream of seeing their favorite saga turned into real-life sets. But LEGO, do us a favor and make it official. This Enterprise is ready for takeoff. And if after seeing these mocks you're still wondering whether LEGO and Star Trek could finally collaborate officially, don't leave just yet. And the video on screen will tell you everything we know so far about this possible stellar alliance. Leaks, rumors, clues, and why it could be closer than you think. Click here, because if you're a Star Trek and LEGO fan, this could be the beginning of a new frontier on your shelves. See you on the next voyage, Captain.